cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. On Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And welcome to another Women Wednesday. Okay, fellas, y'all know I use different methods when I'm coming up with show topics. One of the things I like to do is I like to listen to past shows. And what I do is I listen for gems that may have been said within those shows, but we didn't discuss in details. And so from there, when I discover a gem within the show, I like to create a show off of the gem that I discovered. So today's show is called Body Count Up, Value Down. Now, before we dive in, what I want to do is I want to read the definition of double standard. Double standard, a rule or principle which is unfairly applied in different ways to different people or groups. Now, the reason I want to read that definition is because I'm sure some of our listeners today would think that today's topic would be considered a double standard. And what I mean by that is when it comes to the number of sex partners a person has, women are criticized more harshly than men. Thus the reason some of our listeners may think that today's show is a double standard. So with that being said, fellas, let's go ahead and stir the pot. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down a list of signs that that can kind of tell if a woman has a high body count. And what I want y'all to do is let me know if y'all agree with, if you see some of these signs, that's an indication that this woman may have a high body count. Now, feel free to elaborate if you agree or disagree as to why she may or may not have a high body count. So the first sign, if that woman is heavily into the nightlife scene, is that an indication that she has a high body count?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
It depends on if she's going.
I say not necessarily. The reason why I say not necessarily is because she may be into her career may involve her.
That's what I was getting at. That's what I was getting at. Yeah, poetry. She might be a poetry.
Right. You know, it's
comedy.
It's different reasons why I feel like that's not a sign that she has a high body count. I wouldn't go off of that.
Okay.
Now, if she's nightclubs, there's a difference. Like, I knew a lot of females that would go to the clubs Monday through Sunday, and I'd be like, what's open on a Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday? But you know, all the spots, yeah, those type of women that they serving no purpose of going out, that means they're unsatisfied. Yeah, those type of women.
What do you mean serving no purpose is going out?
They're just going out to mingle and have a good time and nothing else. Nothing like Slash was just saying.
Honestly, that's not a sign.
I would say Monday through Sunday. What you looking for? If you going out
just
Monday
to go out
through
and have a
Sunday,
good time.
That's not
Monday
a sign.
through Sunday.
Just her being out, I don't think that's a sign.
I don't know, man.
Freddie G, what was the original question again? Does
So
the nightlife.
if a woman is heavily into the nightlife, is that a sign that she may have a high body count?
I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. And that could go both ways, because we could say a woman that's not in the heavy in the nightlife and focus on her career You wouldn't think that they have a high body count, but you know they could
I
be
don't
some
know,
of
the
the,
chances of a woman that's out every night meeting different men.
the opportunity for them to
is
have a
high.
high
The
body count.
opportunity's there, but
Yeah.
that doesn't necessarily mean that she's that type of woman.
Right.
You can't see certain signs. Does not. You could read the sign wrong, and that's all I'm saying.
Okay,
and it's
listen.
done a lot.
Let me prove the point. You guys, all of us been to Caro's. Carrington. There's a
Look
club
at
in
where you're
Houston.
going though.
It's nightlife.
the type
Doesn't
of-
matter.
No,
it's
it's
nightlife.
the type of
Go ahead.
places
Let
that
them
she
finish.
goes.
Let me
Flash, 'cause
finish.
You still gonna hit a brick
You
wall.
knew the ones that were there every night, and you knew they had no panties on, and they gonna dance, and they gonna show it all. And you knew that you could also take those girls home.
But every woman's not like that.
But it was
And
a
I'm not
lot
trying-
of. It was a plethora.
Don't get me
was
wrong.
it?
I'm not trying to protect any woman that goes out in the nightlife. I'm just saying
They
there
were
are
there
some.
every night, and you knew they were there.
You stereotyping, bro.
It's not stereotyping.
Yes, it
It's the
is.
facts are right in our face.
You
Did
do.
you
If
Don't
you're
sleep
not,
with her.
if you're not, no. If
Right.
you're not, some of them, yeah. But look, so if you do, if like Slash said, if you're not going out to service purpose, music, poetry, comedy, on the nightlife scene, if you're on a scene for a purpose, you're right. No, you're not promiscuous. But if you're just out and you're mingling and you're going 4, 5, 6 days a week out of a 7-day week to go to the club, what are you looking for? Think about
just to
it.
have a good time.
No, come on, man.
I can see that
Not-
being,
not in your hometown.
I can
Come
see
on.
it being thought that that's what she's doing, but I give it the benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt.
you have to.
You know, I can't
sorry.
just say because I see you out every night that you sleeping around with everybody. I haven't slept with you. I can't say that that's what you
So
doing.
would you say the same thing for guys? A guy that's out there every
Every
night?
night?
Yes. If I'm going out, you know what my thought process used to be. I don't go out like that no more.
See.
But my thought process was, I'm taking somebody's daughter home tonight. That was 20 years ago.
But that was your thought
always my
process.
thought. Women think just like that too, bro.
I'm
Not all of them.
Okay.
Because I could go out every night, but I'm not trying to sleep with the women when I go out
Well,
there.
not now. But
Period. When I was
Yeah,
younger,
yeah.
I wasn't. I mean, that wasn't the mentality. I had to be out in places to have my face seen in order to carry out my career as being a producer with a lot of the Houston people. So I had to be seen. But that didn't make me go out and say, "Oh, I'm out every night. I'm trying to smash this
I
chick and
guess-
smash that chick."
Okay, so let's remove professional. If your career requires you to be in the nightlife, let's remove that.
Okay. You have a daytime job.
You have a daytime job. You're not a DJ. You're not a waitress.
None of that.
You're not a bartender. Nothing that requires you to be in the nightlife all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, if a female is heavily into the nightlife and she doesn't have a career that revolves around the nightlife, is that a sign that she has a high body count?
Now it's possible.
Yeah, I agree. It's not really a sign. I feel it's stereotyping to say that it does. So I'm like Slash said, I'm gonna have to give them the benefit of the doubt.
It's possible.
Freddie,
Okay.
Didn't I just say that?
No, we
I exactly
well,
just said that.
well,
if she's not in the night, I just said that, right?
if her career had nothing to do with
Right, I said that.
But
she's
still,
serving no
but
purpose.
wait.
That's
I'm still not saying that that's what she's doing. I'm saying it's possible.
I said that too. Possible,
but
I
that
didn't say
doesn't
that's-
mean that,
she's doing it.
you know,
I
now-
said she's possibilities are very high.
So I'm going to show you. Here's the difference. A sign that I know that this is what she's doing is because every time I go out and I see her, she with a different dude, and they leave and go out the door. This way.
Exactly.
That's a great
Okay.
sign.
That's a sign.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if I'm not seeing that, I can't say that about you.
So let's move on to the next one. She's very good in bed. Is that a sign that she may have a high body count because she's really good in bed?
No. I don't know.
K Money, I see.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
a
I see you, K
hard
Money.
one. That's a
Yeah,
hard
see,
Talk to me.
I'm trying not to stereotype with this one, but
Talk
yeah,
to me.
that kind of does. With practice, practice makes perfect. So either she had a lot of practice with one motherfucker or a lot of motherfuckers.
It could be just the way she feel with you that makes her that way. Now, what'll make me know that she's out there is if the head is extremely good, I know you done this.
5,000.
No, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
So again,
that walk too.
so again, head is a part of being good in bed.
It's oral
But
sex.
again, she might really just like
She
you
might
like
really
that.
just like you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so again, I'm gonna start with you, K Money, because I see your facial expression. So again, a sign that a woman may have a high body count is that she's very good
Yeah,
in
I'm gonna
bed.
have to say yeah, not to cut you off. Yeah, I think it does.
Okay,
I'll give you a sign that she's probably has a high body count. A sign that she's got a high body count is she could be very flirtatious.
hold on,
Hold on, let's
don't
go
jump,
next.
don't jump.
Well, he
ahead.
want to ask a question on
I'm
this
asking,
one.
I just want to know.
Okay.
I just you're a thinker though.
Yeah.
You're a thinker. So very good in bed, Slash. If she very good in bed, and the head is a part of being good in bed.
Yeah,
is that
she's
sign
probably that's a sign that she's probably has a high body count.
Okay.
It is a sign.
Okay, now Comedian 96.
Yeah.
I want to specifically address this to you. And this is involving good in bed.
Okay.
If she asks you, can I lick your ass?
Hey, come on, man. Nope. Nah, you can't touch
Would
me.
that be a sign? Hold on.
Yeah.
Would that be a sign? Because that's, hey, can I lick your ass? Would that be a sign that she has a high body count?
Well, first of all, I'm out. You can't touch my ass at all. Yeah. If you already licking ass and you just met me, hell yeah, you nasty. You nasty. But you ain't going nowhere near my ass at all. period.
Okay, I asked you that question to segue into the next question, right? So I asked you that just to segue into this question. So, and Slash, this lines up with what you were about to touch on or whatever, okay? She talks about sex very openly.
Yes, that's a sign. That is a sign. That is a sign.
Okay. I knew.
That is a sign.
Listen, I knew of a girl. She was a virgin. I think she just wanted to do it very bad. I think maybe she was giving head, but not having sex. But she talked about it frequently, a lot. But I think she was just on her way to having sex. She hadn't had sex yet. So I'll just say, in some circumstances, possibly not.
Okay, Money,
Very few,
what
though.
are your thoughts, man?
Man, I'm kind of straddling because you got motherfuckers out there that's good at teasing.
Yeah.
They'll talk the talk, but they not about
Yeah.
that. Walking the walk. So I'm kind of 50-50 on that.
That one's hard because
Okay, so check this out. So when I say she talks about sex very openly,
Like what she does.
yeah, because the next question I got, and you can tie them in together, and it still touches on what Slash was going with this when in his thought process a little earlier. The next question is, she frequently and explicitly flirt with you. So she's constantly flirting with you frequently and explicitly.
It's not a sign.
Yeah, I would just take that as a sign of her wanting to smash me.
yeah.
Yeah, now if I see her flirting with me and then she go over there and flirt with the three dudes and she all in their face, then you might have a high body count.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you actually a forward thinker, Slash, because the next question is, she has a lot of guy friends.
Yeah.
Be careful. Be careful. She has a lot of guy friends.
Yeah, that is a sign.
That is a big sign to me.
I agree.
That's a sign.
Because you keep holding on those guys for
Why
some
are all
reason.
these guys around?
Yeah.
Why do you
Now-
keeping spare dicks and shit
Yeah.
around you?
Your exes and
Okay,
shit from
now
20 years ago.
Now check this out. Remove her. I don't know what your thoughts are in your mind about her, but if you're thinking that I'm asking you these questions because this is your girlfriend or somebody that you're in a relationship
Right.
with, don't think of her as somebody in a
That you just
relationship.
met.
She's single.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
She's single.
Single
so
doesn't matter.
So she has a lot of guy friends.
Single doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You got to look at it.
It's still a sign.
It's still a sign.
You know, a lot of females will say they don't have female friends and they just hang with guys. Mm-hmm. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they smashing their guy friends.
That's a
But
damn
I
lie.
do believe that
That's a
they
damn
will
lie.
give the right person out of those set the
do.
opportunity. And how many is
Right.
is what I don't know. That's why it's a sign
Exactly.
that you may have a high body count.
Yeah, exactly. Because they'll say that, right? You look at it this way. She got a lot of guy friends, right? Mm-hmm. Look at it this way. They say they feed us men. I ain't having sex with these are my friends, right? But one or some of these guys are providing services.
I
They're
agree.
providing
Well, a couple of them want to provide a service to you.
No.
To her,
What
rather.
what I'm saying is they're probably giving her money of some type. They're probably, hey, can you help me move? Can you help me do this? Do you do this? They're probably giving their emotional support, all the traits of a boyfriend. And you thinking some of these dudes ain't gonna get some ass in return?
They
It may
may
be
not.
on a friend
It
basis.
depends on the female.
Yeah. It depends on the male because some male ain't gonna sit there and give all his energy and get
Nah, but we
nothing
know
in
what we
return.
want already.
Exactly. That's
don't
what I'm
know
saying.
what she wants.
Only the dudes, we call them betas or whatever you want to call them. Only those dudes gonna sit there, the ones waiting in the wing to get the pussy. Those are her friends.
Mm-hmm.
They have no chance in her mind to get that ass, but they're still sticking around waiting for that day for her to crawl on the shoulder.
But
those
but
are the
see,
friends
she
that
already
usually
know,
hold on to.
She already knows she's not gonna sleep with them though.
Exactly. And she probably got all those built up, but eventually one of those she will sleep with. Eventually.
K Money.
I mean,
you
it could
wanna
be
speak to that?
I mean, that same scenario. You know, if they have you mentioned, the question I think was friends, but a lot of guy friends, but they could have that brother sister type of relationship. So in that situation, you think
Right.
that still one of those guys still may smash?
No, I have a home. I only got one homegirl, and she's a homegirl by default because her husband also graduated with us from Yates.
Okay.
So she's a homegirl by default because he graduated with us, and I knew them, and that's how she ended up. But we ended up working together for 18, 19, 20 years like this. That's how we ended up being friends like that, and just you know what, little sister. That's how that happened. But for the most part, I wasn't looking to have a girl as a friend. I don't think it's healthy, me personally.
Okay, so
she just ended up being my friend.
let
by
me ask y'all
default.
this. I want y'all to go back to high school. Go back to high school. And I want y'all to think about one girl, whoever that girl may be in your mind, that one girl, and how popular she was, right? Now, when you see her, now that one girl, whoever that one girl is, let's call her girl A. If we go to a club, not together, individually, and she knows all of us, but ain't neither one of us smashed, and we're like, hey girl, long time no see, K Money. Hey girl, long time no see, Slash, she give him a hug. Hey girl, long time no see, Cyrus, she give him a hug. Hey girl, long time no see, Freddie G. Hey boy, give him a hug, right? Those are 4 guy friends.
Yeah, K Money ain't getting no hug though.
Associates.
Well, you get a hug.
Okay.
I would call it
Okay,
associate.
but she don't. So those are 4 guy friends, and we're using friends loosely. I know it's a fine line, friend, associate. We do all that stuff, but for the sake of the show, those are 4 recognizable faces. That hey, it's love when we see you. So, enough love to give you a hug. Enough love to possibly even get a dance if you're dancing.
Right.
That's one girl
Right.
with 4 friends. So again, if she has a lot of guy friends, is that a sign that she has a high body count?
No. I think I said no the first time. Because
I'm talking about could be. No, you go ahead. But
Just because she hugged us and didn't have sex with us doesn't mean the next group of 4 she didn't have sex with one of those.
But how do you get a sign if you don't see that?
Women are smart, man.
Of course
They are selective about who they sleep with.
My thing is this.
So each hug's gonna they're gonna resemble the same in public. A smart woman.
My thing
they
is
gonna
this.
resemble you. Never. You know how many women done said to you, you done met a dude they done slept with and you didn't even know, and you done shook the man's hand. Women they're not stupid. So yeah, you got too many male friends. In my mind, if you got 16, at least 2 of them you can got down with.
Freddie G, is there an age on these scenarios?
No, but I plan on throwing little wrinkles in here and there.
I mean, because I feel like most mature women, if they're in their 40s and 50s, they go have a high body count.
Hey, check it out. Check this out.
That's one way to look at it.
Actually, that was one of the things I was just about to say. But hey, you're thinking like Slash.
Nobody, it's nowhere around that.
Yeah, they gonna have a high
You're
body
thinking like
count.
Slash, yeah.
So
So yeah, I get it. So,
Now, before you go to the next one, I just want to touch on the fact that there's male friends and how many that she has. But when we talk about body count and being a sign, I think stuff has been so redefined nowadays to where it's always never what it looks like. And what I mean is you can have the woman who dresses with all the tight catsuit shit, but she ain't sleeping with nobody. She might go out every night with the tight catsuit shit, but she ain't sleeping with nobody.
There's always a
It's a redefinition of everything now because now we know that's basically about fashion and what's in today. So that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going out putting these clothes on so she could sleep with dudes.
that's an exception to the rule. There's always an exception, but for the majority, if their nightlife scene is like that, they own the scene for a reason.
I don't know, man, because social media now has everything to look like what it's not. You know what I mean?
You right about that.
That's why I say stuff is redefined now. You got girls post all day. I'm at this club. I'm in Atlanta. I'm over. Now, if they don't have what's that site? Shit, I can't. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Then they probably ain't with all of that. It's just about the look.
I think it's about the money.
And
They're out looking for something.
Freddie G, can I ask a question on the very first question you asked? You said if a woman is involved in a nightlife, does it?
if she's heavily involved into the nightlife, is that a sign that she may have a high body count?
Okay, so I want to ask a similar question. If she's heavily involved in church, can she have a high body count?
Yep.
Does it? She can have a high body, but does it?
Good.
Does it show? What's the question? Does it mean that she?
Is it a sign?
Is
that
it a
she-
sign? Does it a sign that she has a high body count if she's in church, heavily involved in church?
It
No.
depends on her spirit. If she got that Jezebel spirit, she trying to tap everything in the choir.
But
yeah,
matters where you are.
yeah, it depends on her.
You could seem like
She might be
because you in the
trying to
club every
straight-
night.
Yeah.
but it's the ones in the churches
Yeah,
that
and that's
probably
the point
got.
I
Right,
was
that's what
trying
I'm
to make.
saying. She might be going to church to actually get her life right. Then no, but and I know you can go to the church just as quick as you go to the club and pull those same women.
You could have a female in the club every goddamn day.
Yeah.
and not fucking, but you can have one in church every
That is.
Sunday,
Exactly.
and she fucking tough.
Just,
and
that's what I'm
and the
saying.
preacher too.
It just depends
And
on
everybody
the
in
girl,
the-
on her spirit. Just depends on who she is. You know what I'm saying?
So, what about if she's able to make the first move?
Most of them are.
So if she comes up to you and she see you and she's able to make that first move, hey, what's your name? How you doing? I think you're cute. Blah 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 blah. Is that a sign that she has a high body count?
That is a sign that she probably has a high body count because she's not afraid to go out and get what she wants. You're not the first person she done it with. And most guys, if you step to them first, it's really whatever. If you're not a bad looking chick, your breath don't stink. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if she's that type of person where she's attractive and she stepped to you first, then yeah, she may have a high body count because no guy's gonna turn it down. These are some of the signs that you look for when you dating if you're not in a relationship. I think that's a sign.
Freddie G, I think you remember this one. Long time ago. What was the name of that club we went to? And the girl came up to me. I was like, I'm finna get her. And she bought you and I drinks. But you didn't drink at the time. You got a that red, what is it called? Juice, the grape. cranberry juice. That's what you had got. You had got a cranberry juice.
Wait a minute.
What was the name of
Wait a minute. Hold on. When you telling this story now,
Yeah.
we need to make
Well,
sure
so
we know how old I was,
it was old. It was-
and where I was.
Yeah, it was in 1990 something. It was in 1990,
Make sure you
99.
where I was.
Yeah, I know.
How old I was. and all of that.
We didn't do nothing that. We just had a good old time. What is the name of the hotel that's in Zaza?
Okay.
We was at Zaza. As soon as we walked in, the girl approached me and she bought us drinks. Now I thought I was going to get my Mac on, and after I got the drink from her, she quickly told me she was married. Shut it down. But she bought me drinks all night, which was weird, but which is fine. So I can't say every girl that approach you wants you.
No, that's why I say we define things the wrong way most of the time.
Yeah.
And some of these things that we're mentioning does not necessarily mean that she's promiscuous or
Yeah.
that she has a high body count.
Yeah.
But there are some things that are signs that say, yeah, this is what she's doing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you just got to pay attention. And I mean, now you have to have an open mind.
Mm-hmm.
Basically is what I'm trying to say. But you can kind of tell if it's somebody that you talking to, you can kind of tell if she's got a high body count or not.
Right.
And the only reason I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt is because I don't talk to all of them to know what they may have as far as a sign. Mm-hmm. But I can tell if there is from somebody that I'm personally talking to if she got a high body count, you know?
So these next two is definitely a yes. Yeah, she got a high body count. She don't turn down any advances. So anybody that's hollering at her.
Oh yeah,
that's high body count.
Yeah.
She going with
Yeah.
the best
Yes,
offer.
you look at she
And any other taking offers.
yeah.
She's selling her house 50 times.
Yeah, that's high body count.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, this next one I would say is a sign that she has a high body count, but it depends on how you look at it. She's interested in being friends with benefits.
Doesn't mean she have a high body
Nah,
count.
I don't agree with that.
I agree. It doesn't mean that she
It
has
doesn't mean
one.
that.
No, because she want to be friends.
Yeah,
With benefits.
But
that's fine.
friends lead to other stuff.
No.
Whether it's
She
benefits
said with
or not.
benefits.
I understand that. I understand the benefits. But think of it. If what shows me you have a high body count, if you giving me the benefit without being a friend.
Now here's the thing.
Now that's a sign of a high body
But
count.
see, this benefit ain't like the benefit. Our benefits in 99, 2000 was sex.
You know what?
But
Hold
now-
on, community.
go
Sis. Let's just remove the word benefits. She's interested in being friends, and let's fuck too. We friends and we fucking.
She's done it before.
So is that a sign that she has a high body count?
She might just like you. It may not be other guys that she do this with.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You know, if it's just you, I would say no. But I mean, if this is something that she does on a consistent basis, which
If it's somebody that you dealing with, then from the amount of time that you spend with whatever, if it's a phone conversation or if it's in person, you can determine whether she has a high body count just from being around her for 2 or 3 days. Mm-hmm. By how her phone ring, who's calling, who's texting, is she answering the text, is she answering the phone? You know, it's stuff like that kind of helps you make a decision on if it's something you even want to be around.
And that's the point I wanted to make earlier on the first one we was talking. That's the first thing I look for. You know, when I don't think this is one of your selections. If you sleep with you on the first day, I don't know if that's one of yours.
No.
But if just say you do meet a girl and you do sleep with her on the first day or something of that nature, or she's always flirtatious with men, that's the first thing I look for. I look for that phone. If you over there texting under the bed, it's always on silent, or if it's always off, or you always on 4%, I already know your high body count.
I'm finna give you something. You just said it.
Yeah.
What a sign of if you sleep with her the first night, she's got a high body count.
I can't agree with that
Yo,
one,
I'm
though.
trying to okay.
Not
you better.
every woman. I think sometimes it just happens.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't think every woman sleeps with a guy on the first night.
So y'all may recall at the beginning of the show, I said one of the methods I like to use when I'm creating the show is I like to listen to past shows and I listen for gems that I've heard within those past shows, and I'll create a show based upon the gems. Well, this show was created from a past show, and it was actually off of something you said, Comedian 96, in that show. You made a joke about it, but I want to go back and I want to ask the panel again. You made a joke about it, and you said if a woman sleeps with two guys, that's too many, or something to that effect. And I know you were making a joke about it at the time.
I know what you're talking
and so my question is, what is the high body count number? What is that number? Now, I want to, before you answer it, and I'm going to start with you, Comedian 96, before you answer it, I also want to touch on something K Money said, where he said, well, hey, is this woman in her 40s and 50s, she's going to have a high body count.
Right.
So I want to know, number one, it's a two-part question. Number one, what's the number that's a high body count? And I want you to consider this woman being in her mid-40s, and she's been having sex since the age of 15, and she's only had 5 boyfriends in her lifetime.
That's not a high body count.
So what is the body count number? What is the number?
For that age range.
40 something, mid 40s. I'll go ahead.
Well, you said 20, right? Since she was what age?
15. She's been having sex since she was 15.
So that's 25 years.
Yeah.
She's 40, right?
In the mid 40s.
Okay, so
mid 40s, yeah.
I would say 5 per year for each one of those years is a high body count.
Oh, yeah. It's a high body count. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, total for me, you can't go. I don't give a damn what your age is. For a woman, you should not go over 10. Just for a woman. You should be very selective about who you sleep with.
Men too.
No, here's the difference. No, here's the difference. We can tap and not care the next day and even forget their name. We don't even care about their name.
See, let's remove whether or not we have feelings for them.
Right.
It doesn't matter
just
if
a person.
this is just
for me,
sex.
Honestly, I don't care. As a woman, you should just not want to let everything inside you.
And you
like
find
that.
a woman that's in her 40s and her body count is 10.
You ain't gonna find
That's
it.
like finding a needle in the haystack.
Yeah, even if she been married
don't
30
exist.
years, she still ain't gonna have
It may be some out there. I mean, I don't know, but again, when I say 5 per year for the last 25 years, 25 times 5, that's 100 guys. That's a high ass body count.
That's a high body count.
It is. For me, shit, I would say 50 is still a high body count
that's
for a
high.
female.
That's why I said 10. See, I want to say 8, but I give you 2 random Caribbean cruises.
So let me ask you this.
2
man.
randos.
Let me ask you this. Y'all know that there is a saying amongst men, guys, no matter what the race is, in some way, shape, or form, guys usually say, hey, if a woman tells you she slept with one guy, you need to add
Multiply.
3 guys. Right? So for every one guy she tells you she slept with, that means she really slept with 3. Right? That's a little rule that's said among. So let me ask y'all this. Who, with that in mind, who has the higher body counts? Men or women?
Men all day.
I agree, man.
Men all day.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if a guy tells you he slept with one woman, how many we should multiply?
10.
10. Yeah, 10. Yeah.
No doubt.
10.
You better do 10.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be on the safe side.
I'm going to roll with the fellas on that.
Yeah. Shit.
Okay, so
And if you did 20, I wouldn't be mad.
So with that being said, I'm gonna come to a close, man. With that being said, I asked y'all that because I said it's a saying about women. If she slept with one, that means you need to add 3. And then I just asked y'all if a man say he slept with one, y'all say you need to add 10. And I asked that question because the truth of the matter is, man, a man would never know a woman's body count, and a woman would never know a man's body count. This concludes another dope episode Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.